Welcome or welcome back to Lightworks. I hope that you are all doing well. Let's go ahead and take a few long deep breaths. Inhale positive life force energy. Exhale and release anything that may be weighing on you at this time. Most High God, Divine Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, and divine beings of the highest white light, please come in and connect with me. Allow me to be a conduit for this message. Let there be none of me, or some of me, and most of you. Archangel Michael, please block out any adverse energy that seeks to come in. Ascended Masters, please be present. Ashe. Alright, so I was guided to the laws of human nature. There's something here that we are being guided to take a look at. Holy Spirit, please lead me to the passage that you want for this message. The chapter is titled Know Your Limits. Seek out calibrated challenges. Seek out calibrated challenges. The problem with fantastical grandiosity is that you imagine some great new goal you will achieve, that brilliant novel you will write, that lucrative startup you will create. The challenge is so great that you may start, but you will soon peter out as you realize you are not up for it. Or if you are the ambitious, assertive type, you might try to go all the way, but you will end up in the Euro Disney syndrome, overwhelmed, failing in a large fashion, blaming others for the fiasco, and never learning from the experience. Your goal with practical grandiosity is to continually look for challenges just above your skill level. If the projects you attempt are below or at your skill level, you'll become easily bored and less focused. If they are too ambitious, you will feel crushed by your failure. However, if they are calibrated to be more challenging than the last project, but to a moderate degree, you will find yourself excited and energized. You must be up to this challenge so your focus levels will rise as well. Okay? This is the optimum path toward learning. If you fail, you will not feel overwhelmed and you will learn even more. Okay? If you succeed, your confidence increases, but it is tied to your work and to having met the challenge. Your sense of accomplishment will satisfy your need for greatness. Okay, so I feel like this is coming out because we are being guided to be mindful about our objectives, what we want to accomplish, creating a strategic plan in order to get to the point that we want to reach, not trying to put on too much, okay, at one time so that we become overwhelmed, but also not minimizing our knowledge and skill. So it's like being calibrated, being aligned, okay, just above what you already know, okay, doing the work, Seven of Pentacles, to invest more time and learning more about what you want to accomplish. This is about how we are setting our goals that we're being guided to look at. We're in a time period right now where hopefully we are setting new goals for ourselves and reaching goals that we have previously set for ourselves. So this can be tough because in spirituality we talk a lot about knowing that we can reach higher levels of consciousness, reach higher goals, attain goals that once seemed unattainable, this type of thing. But this is the divine saying, not saying you can't reach far beyond where you desire, but just to be somewhat practical in how we do this, because I feel like there are levels. Once you have reached a certain point, the divine will give more or prepare you for another level. So I feel like this message is coming out for someone that is maybe selling yourself too short or going way beyond where the divine wants you to be at this particular time period. Okay, that's a confirmation. So let's pull on the energy to see what wants to come out here. Okay. Okay, they're telling me that there's just one card that is significant from this deck. Yeah, okay. Everything is a sign. I see that on this side, as I'm trying to split to shuffle the deck, there's way too little on this side and way too much on this side. This is what they're trying to say. So this energy, this is balancing things out properly. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. Bottom of the deck, the organizer. Everything has its rightful place. Patient, practical, truthful, committed, steadfast, orderly, reliable, considerate, consistent, disciplined, systematic, instinctual, careful, detailed, discerning, and rational. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So this is the card that they want for us. This is about the preparation. This is about going into something equipped with what you already have, what you've already learned, and being open to learn a lot more, getting things organized. This is Saturn energy. So Saturn sometimes gets a bad rap because Saturn is kind of brutal at times, and the energy of Saturn, and it kind of reminds me of the tower, how it kind of comes in, tears the place up in order for things to be brought back into a stable and solid foundation where everything has its rightful place. So right now there may have been a tower, or there may be a tower that's coming in. It's like scrapping that idea. The book was talking about calibrating the challenges. Okay, so if we are organized and we are anticipating pitfalls, things that may prevent us from reaching our goals, we can already see that, okay, if this happens, this is what I'll be able to do. So this is like a game plan that the divine is wanting us to have as we move forward into trying to reach certain goals for ourselves. This deck is calling to me. Oh my goodness, y'all. As I split it, keep practicing building on your crafts, business, and projects. Okay, this is what the energy is. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Spiritual awakening energy. So I feel like they're just trying to help us get going, because I feel a lot of manifestation energy. I feel a lot of forward movement and a surge of momentum to get to this place. Spiritual gifts are being enhanced and activated. It's like we're getting our assignments and heading out. I feel the energy of wanting to I want to say like impress God, impress the divine, show the divine what you can do, that you are worthy of the calling that they placed on your life. That type of energy. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. Okay, so this is like hands-on training type of energy. Getting in there and doing it and learning, and be okay with perceived failure, okay, or not reaching that place. Secrets exposed in the reverse, like some type of knowledge or something associated with what you want to reach not yet being revealed to you, because the divine is saying that's the next level. I need you to work and learn what you need to learn from this level. Okay, and once we get to realize that there really is no such thing as failure, I know that that is a very wild statement, but if you perceive not reaching a certain goal or not getting to a certain point or milestone as a lesson, as I'm seeing I'm seeing something that says the book of knowledge. So if you collect all of the lessons, if you look at every situation, circumstance, relationship, partnership, project, things, and put them in that book of knowledge, you can then organize these thoughts. Okay, this didn't work. For example, a partnership with a particular person to create a business. This did not work. Let me figure out what happened. Okay, we both came into this with hopes and intentions to create something that was going to prosper. Okay, this is what I put into this. This is what this person put into this. This person is more result based. I'm more preparation based. Okay, alignment. This is what was off. So either I need to get in the middle where I am preparation based and also trying to analyze what my return will be on my investment, something like that. It's like just taking a look and screening these things, dissecting your decisions and seeing why something didn't work out. Or a relationship, you're on a certain path and you have objectives that you can foresee. The other person is 3D based and they're here and now only, and they really don't want to look that far off because they're focused on staying afloat right now. Okay, and that doesn't mean that that's a bad person. It just means that maybe that was not the person for you. You learned what you needed to learn from that person about being in the present moment, utilizing your resources to create the best environment for you at a particular time, that type of thing, and finding a way to align everything. I feel like that is why this is coming out, because it's an energy of expectations maybe being too low or too high from what we read in the book. So let's see what else the divine has. So this energy is giving me absorption, like taking a look, practicing, learning more, growing, organizing, preparing for a new beginning. What else is related to this message? Please give me 2 more, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, the moon. Okay, the unknown. Intuition. Yeah, I'm here anticipate the unknown. It's like in business, forecasting, analyzing. Okay, like I studied business, okay, and forecasting is something that is like mandatory. Okay, it's like you need to see where your bottom line is going to be for the next quarter or the next 2 quarters, or so that your decisions now make your bottom line in the next 2 quarters a high investment, a high return on your investment. You get more back. Your costs right now versus your revenue, okay, that type of thing. So with the moon being the unknown here, the divine is saying yes, it's not fully known right now, but there are things we can do now to help us foresee what we can expect. Okay, calibrating the challenges, like the book says, like factors that are not yet present. Okay, for example, just the cost of living going up out of the blue. Okay, you know what you earn at this time, but if there is, especially in the United States now, with new laws and different types of things being dropped on us left and right, you don't really know. Okay, but if you are forecasting to say, okay, what happens if in 2 months this thing skyrockets and I'm here? How can I organize myself now to prepare for this? Okay, for the challenges that might arise. Okay, something like that. I don't know whose message is this. This is blessings pouring down. It's like in divine timing. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is the divine saying, yeah, this is the objective. This is what you will ultimately reach. Okay? But if we do way too much and fall short and don't analyze and organize and figure out why, instead of looking at it as a failure, then we won't reach this place. Some of this is divinely orchestrated for us simply to learn. The divine may know that this objective that we have at this time will not pan out, but there are so many nuggets of wisdom and things that the divine is going to allow us to experience here, that the divine is hoping that we add to that book of knowledge and say, okay, I did a lot, I invested a lot in this. Now, where did I fall short? What did I do? How did I block my blessings? That type of thing. This is definitely heavy energy with this blessings pouring down energy. And I feel like, although this is forecasted energy, future energy, it's like, how can you maximize your current circumstances to ensure that these blessings pour down when the divine says it's time? This organizing energy is very, very strong. I really want to clarify this with some tarot. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, blessings pouring down. Knight of Cups. This is all offers of things coming in. Just saw Three of Wands, expansion energy, Fool card, new beginning energy. This is some really good energy, but I feel like the divine is saying, Six of Pentacles, it's like really awesome energy. I'm actually very grateful. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There's a shift in the energy. It's like, okay, we ready, divine. What you got for me? Where we going? Okay, I'm ready to roll. I'm done with that old paradigm. I'm done with that old timeline. Let's roll. Okay, I'm ready to do the work. Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting the energy of somebody that is really super, super excited, which is awesome. So much so that you want to just do it all, just give it all to me. And the divine is saying, slow down, grasshopper. Okay, there is this levels, progression, okay? Because we have to account for all the factors that are going to spring up on us, okay? So it's about being wise and strategic in how we move forward. I'm so happy. Thank you, Holy Spirit, Ancestor, just like letting me know, like, this is our shift. This is where we start not looking at karmic activity and things that really honestly don't matter. Ashe, okay? I feel like we are beyond that. There's something, I don't know what's happening here, but I'm loving it. So when I say account for external factors, things that could happen to throw things off, it's like anticipate the things coming in throwing you off, okay? But understand that when they do, it's meant to teach you something. It's meant for you to learn something. It's meant for you to add that to the book of knowledge that you are going to use. It's like they're showing me a big old book, okay? This is like representing everything that we've been through in our lives. All of our paths have been very different, but there are many lessons that we have learned, okay? Some of them very hard lessons, but it's like the divine has given us this energetic book. Some of us may have some literal books like journals, okay? I definitely have some literal books and energetic books. And once I started understanding that, okay, go back to this journal entry from, let's say, November 11, 2020, just a random date. What was going on? Where were you? What did you experience that had you journaling that day? How can you apply that situation to what you're going through today or what you're trying to build today? The divine is like, I'm giving you so much insight in your life. You have a book of experiences, all of which will somehow play a role in where you're trying to go. I love this. All right, let me get something on the organizer, Holy Spirit. The Fool. The Fool and the Hermit. Spending time going within, okay? This is the internal book of wisdom that I'm speaking about. That's going to propel us forward to move in our new beginning with ease and grace, okay? I love this. All the things that you have gone through internally that is still there, if it's still there and it's not causing you any adverse effects, if it's still there, the memories of situations, if it's still there and it's causing you some adverse energy or triggering you in any way, that's an indication that there's more healing to be done. But if it's not, and you can use this insight as a reference point, this is clarifying the organizer. You can organize your thoughts and be like, oh yeah, I did have that happen. This is what I did. So let me not do that this time. Let me do something different. And that's going to really send me off real nice. Okay? Let's keep practicing on your, keep practicing and building on your projects, crafts, business. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Okay. 7 of Wands in the reverse. So what I'm getting with 7 of Wands in the reverse is that they're saying don't be closed off. Don't be locked into a certain way to do things. Open up. Expand your mind. Expand your thoughts, okay? Don't be locked into what happened and if this was in the upright and protecting yourself from expansion because of the past, okay? Open yourself up to learn more. Even if that means for the first time around it doesn't work for you, there's more insight that you can add to this book of knowledge that's going to push you into this full energy. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles, okay? This is letting you know, yeah, you got this, okay? With 2 of Cups and Queen of Cups, it's giving me intuition energy. And this is that partnering energy that I talked about, okay? Taking a look, I'm just looking at these, not so much the 2 of Cups energy, but somebody taking a look back, enlightened about where they were, about a certain partnership, business, relationship, whatever it is, or either a project that you want to create, whatever it is that you're connecting to, allow that energy to be illuminated to you. Sit quietly. What did I learn from this experience? What am I going to take from this time period in my life to help me reach success in the present and future? This is really good energy. This is also really chiming in with your spirit guides, because that is the most important factor that I repeat on here all the time. I hope I ain't working on nobody's nerves, but it's just the truth. It's like, we don't have to scramble. If you are connected, if you are of pure intention, and you want to be of service in some type of way, you want to create generational wealth and break curses off your bloodline, this type of energy, if you are working for the divine, call the divine. Tap in. Check in with your spirit guides. Get into this hermit, meditate, connect, and see what's going on. The divine does not want us sitting here stressed and pressed. Start behind this, okay? This is like wishing on a star, connecting and asking the divine for what we desire. It's like, holla at me, okay? Call me, connect with me, okay? What is teach me and I forget? Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Yeah, involve me and I learn is so powerful to me. Like your involvement in situations from the past, okay? This is not only looking at the person that you may have been connected with or the situation. This is looking at your movement, your action, your involvement, or the lack thereof in these situations. You learn from the past, because we are not the same. Most of us, hopefully, are not the same people we were 5-10 years ago. So what did I do? But that doesn't mean that you didn't make some wise decisions in the past and some not so wise decisions in the past. So with involve me and I learned, the divine is saying, hey, you were involved in a lot back then. What did you learn? Open up that book of knowledge and see what you learned. Take those notes from that past experience and add it to this energetic book of knowledge. I love you, divine. This is so beautiful. What else? Illumination. I see. Oh, I see. I see, Holy Spirit. I got you. Yes. Now I know how to take action. Now I know what to do or not to do. And it will give you this epiphany. I'm a little, but y'all already know your girl's very bubbly, okay? But sometimes when I look back now, I get very happy, because I can recall with my energetic book of knowledge some situations that were destructive, terrible, horrible things that I experienced, that I now can look at and say, thank you, Holy Spirit. I see. I understand. I know why. I'm not mad about this thing that happened. Of course, while I was going through it, felt like the world was coming to an end. Felt terrible. But now that I know that what happened back in the day, I can utilize to forecast my future, to make things better, to make better decisions, to screen folks, to use my discernment. I can go on all day. I realized that this was a blessing that was pouring down, the divine poured down, and the angels poured down on and for me. Okay? And I realized that, okay, divine, this is something that I'm going to begin to see differently. Okay? And over time, it became more and more clear with the sun that these things were a blessing for me and not meant to destroy me. And I realized that, okay, in divine timing, when God says it's time for me and you, we're going to be ready to use what did not look like a blessing, and it will bless us in our future. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Four of Wands, stability, Ten of Pentacles, justice. Ashe. Okay? Yes. Because whatever was destroyed, I said this reminded me of the Tower. It was destroyed because it was not a Four of Wands foundation. This was not a divine partnership. This was not going to be stable. It was not going to create generational wealth for us or balance in our life or in the earth. It wasn't. So the divine destroyed it, and it looked like a tower. Turned out to be a blessing that poured down for your future. Speak, Holy Spirit. So with divine timing, I'm really seeing, they're showing me somebody like working on something with their hands, so you could work with your hands. But I feel like King of Wands on the bottom of the deck with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like with hard work, Wheel of Fortune. It's like utilizing all this knowledge, not only from your life, your past in the present life, your past in many lifetimes, your ancestors, all of this insight is represented by the lights here. Okay, these epiphanies, you are going to grab that staff, King of Wands energy, take action, partner with the divine, meet the divine halfway, and work hard to get where you are meant to be. Judgment to the Wheel of Fortune, your calling, your purpose, your destiny in divine timing. Wow, wow, and wow. Okay. Oh, I hope this message is coming through clear. I don't know if this is just hitting me the way it's hitting me, but this energy is wild. Okay, look at all this energy over here. We got the Justice, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. Involve me and I learn. Knight of Pentacles is taking that action, doing the work, okay? Not worried about timing, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight, the slowest in the tarot, okay? But eventually get into this place, King of Wands energy. This King of Wands is sitting down. So this lets me know that you are going to be able to produce and co-create with the universe while sitting down. Okay, this is some powerful, powerful energy. So the overall energy here is about organizing our thoughts. Even when we don't know, moon card energy, what to expect in the future. Anticipating, using our discernment, using wisdom and knowledge that we have attained from the past. Even situations that you have encountered that you were not directly involved in. You may have learned something from that. Okay, this is like an endless, limitless amount of resources that the divine is giving us, like all this wisdom with just what's going on in the world and what we have experienced in this life and past life with our ancestors. We're not able to complete. All of this stuff is nuggets of wisdom that we can use to create our Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Judgment, Justice, Wheel of Fortune. Split the deck on a High Priestess, okay? This wisdom, this knowledge, this insight, this discernment, okay? Things that are hidden, Moon and High Priestess, okay? And tapping in the most powerful resource that we have, they're saying, is your spirit team, the divine, your angels, getting that close hermit connection with them, with your higher self, with the ascended masters. Okay, they like helping us, they love getting involved, but they also like us to learn the lessons we have to learn. So this does not mean that, let me be clear, because sometimes the divine is saying, you already have what you need and you already know what I told you, whether I told you in this lifetime or another lifetime, whether I told you in your last relationship or the one before that. Open up that book of knowledge, go within and get what I gave you. Okay, sometimes they allow us to, Knight of Pentacles, work hard and do the work, and they can foresee that no, that's not going to work. But what it will be is another journal entry for you to understand what not to do, and you can in turn go ahead and organize that and figure out how you can improve it for your next venture or endeavor. I think I'm going on and on, y'all, and I just opened up to the Six of Cups. So it's like getting that wisdom from past lives, this past life, ancestor energy. Okay, that book of knowledge is very, very important. We're right back to the High Priestess. So let's get a message from Spirit to close. I really hope the message is helping. I just saw 3636 on the clock. That could be significant for somebody. Holy Spirit, sending masters, ancestors, and angels, we love you. Thank you for the messages. What should our loved ones be aware of? I love this energy. I pray that this is the direction that we're going to keep going in. Although I know the energy is what it is when it is, but I really love this energy. What's the message? They guided me to split it. Okay. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic love or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. So I feel like this is, okay, of course love is connected into all things. But I feel like I'm getting so much more gratitude off of this, because it's like if you are sitting in the energy of love, although you have had some toxic or not so great love experiences, like I was saying, go back through that book of knowledge and see what you can learn from that person as well as yourself. It's like understanding. And this is a whole nother read that we're going to be getting into, because I've been getting so many downloads about we are all one. We are all a universe. Okay, this is not that read, but this is where you get to a place where you see everyone as an intricate part of one universe. Okay, they're kind of pulling me back from that, because we'll be here all day, and I'm still really, to be honest, learning more and reading. I'm reading a lot more about a lot and learning, and I don't release what they don't tell me to until they do, okay? But seeing as how a horrible situation that was a tower concerning love, whether it's a partnership, a relationship, a family, or whatever, seeing how things did not go right only for them to be better in the future. If we release that energy in love, the divine can bring in what we need, where we will incorporate this situation, person, place, or thing, the knowledge that we gain from that in order to move forward and build this Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Justice life, okay? I hope that made sense for you guys. I love you. Love, love, love. I hope it helps. If you want to book a reading to get deeper insight into your situation, email me at lightworksintuitivehealing@gmail.com. If you want to join the $5 raffle to potentially win a 30-minute personal reading, the information is down below, as well as if you want to donate to the channel to send an offer of love. I do appreciate all of you so much. And if you need a meditation to clear your energy, check out the Lightworks goodie bag in the description box. It's free. It just is something that I put together to help us clear our energy, clear our mind, connect with our guides, reach a higher vibration and frequency to align with our desires, all that good stuff. I love you so much. I really hope that the message helped. Until next time, peace and blessings. Ashe.